Hello there, this is DBT and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, we're going to have a look at the racing pass that just started, see what it contains, what it offers, and what are the cars featured this time around. But also, we're gonna have a look at a couple of time-limited events that have been going on for a little bit, and I want to talk about them because they're starting to show a pattern that I'm not too excited about. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, you know what to do. Hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing these things help the channel to grow, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So if you want to continue seeing more Asphalt 8 right here, go ahead, like and subscribe. But alright, first things first, the racing pass. Well, as usual, in this account it's actually not gonna show much because I happen to own the vehicles already, so let me switch to the other one, to my beginner account. And there you have it. Now we can actually see what is here. Now, as I always say, I'm never trying to convince anybody to spend money in the game. I'm just presenting you the information as to what is being offered at the moment, and I'll give you my thoughts as to whether or not I think it's kind of worth in the economy of the game. Now, the Racing Pass contains free rewards on this side, which are not very noteworthy, but on the premium side is where obviously you're gonna get the best things, the Racing Pass being about $15 US. Now, for that, what you can get over here is an ultimate upgrade, which allows you to upgrade any single vehicle from 0 to Pro by just using this thing once, and there you go. Fully upgraded vehicle saves you a ton of resources. This is one of the things that I say is the most worth from this Racing Pass, as well as the vehicles. But anyway, other than that, we also have the Dodge Tomahawk, which is a very interesting bike in the sense that it looks fantastic. Class S, it's even ultimate, so you don't need to upgrade it. The problem is that it's a bit of a nightmare to drive. It's very, very, very difficult to drive this thing, so yeah, I don't know that I would recommend it. Now, you may notice that over here, it actually shows for a currency, for the multiplayer currency, and that is because this is currently available in the multiplayer shop. So if you're thinking about getting this bike and you were thinking of, oh, do I need to spend money? No, from time to time you can also get it from the multiplayer for the multiplayer currency, but it is kind of expensive, and like I said, I don't know that I would ever recommend anybody to spend this currency on this bike. It is a cool bike, for sure, but trust me, it is a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, other than that, we got an outfit, we got some storage slots, some upgrades, and as we continue going through the pages, we're gonna get the normal stuff. Some kits, some currencies, some parts, and more upgrades. Not that those are bad things, especially the upgrades are fantastic, but yeah, nothing much to mention about all of this until we get to the cars featured. The first one is going to be the ED Design Torque, the cockroach car. And I actually made a protest on this thing not too long ago. I'll put the link in the top right if you want to watch that. Watch it. It's a classic car of a maximum rank of 1498. Nothing absolutely fantastic, but you know, it's a bit of a fun car, so yeah, you can have a look at that. We keep moving on in the Racing Pass, not much to talk about over here. Then we get to the Zenvo ST1, Class B car of the rank of 1681 when pro'd out. You know, this is the bracket of the family, so I don't really know how this will compare against them, because even though I do own this car in my main account, I don't have it upgraded. And I will upgrade it at some point and maybe test it out, but for the time being, I don't have much to say about it other than I don't think this is going to be an amazing car, seeing that you don't see it in multiplayer. If it was really good, you would see it spammed quite a bit. Anyway, moving on, same situation with the rewards, nothing worth talking about. In the 8th page, however, looking at the free side, we have the Nano Flow Cell Quantino Class D car, free, maximum rank of 1228. I don't think this is anything super interesting in terms of performance, but honestly, I haven't really tested it, so I can't speak for it. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a good or a bad car. Then we also get on the free side 100 storage slots. But on the premium side, we have for the Class A reward this time around, or the Class A car, the Idle Design 01, and man, do I like the way that this car looks. Some time ago, this used to be a very strong car in Class A, and not that it is weak nowadays, it's just not as strong compared to some other cars that later came in. But still, it's a very, at the very least, decent car. I don't know if I have a protest, if I have a link it in the top right, otherwise, I guess I should do it. But yeah, it's at the very least a decent car. Maybe decent is slightly good, but it's not gonna be, wow, this is amazing by any means. So just keep that in mind. Then we get the other normal rewards, and finally we have the W Motors Fenner Super Sport Class S car of a rank of 1861. It was the one that I had at the start of this video spinning around. And I don't know what to tell you about this car. I haven't done a proper protest on this car, but overall, I don't find this to be an amazing car. It has the rank of some other very strong cars, you know, like the Faraday FF01, the Tushek Apex, even some of the Lambos, things like that, right? But This car, at least from my experience, is not particularly amazing, though it does have this absolutely gorgeous color. Look at that, look at that. Oh, man. Anyway, I don't believe that this is an absolutely amazing car in terms of performance. It is said, some people have made some calculations that apparently this car is actually faster in total speed than what the speedometer says in the middle of the race. I cannot confirm that or deny it, so I don't know. But at the very least, I can say that this is a car that you don't see it often in multiplayer, again, for a reason, because it's not amazing. And I would even venture to say it's mid at best. I don't think it leans towards the good side, but hey, I could be wrong. So with all of this is to say, honestly, as I just mentioned at the start of this whole thing, I think this item is really worth it. The upgrades are kind of worth it, and you do get a collection of cars, but honestly, the cars featured this time around, at least from my perspective and my own opinion, are nothing super interesting. Like I said, the ED design torque, it's okay, nothing amazing. The Zenvo, honestly, I have no idea, but again, because you never see it in multiplayer, I don't imagine it's particularly good. The Idle design, it's a decent car. I would say it's probably the one that I consider the most worth. And the Class S car, it's just there, you know, I'm not super excited about it. So, would I say that it is worth this racing pass? I mean, that's up to you. And if you want the collection of the cars, sure, go for it. And again, you can get a bunch of other things. But in general, this is a pass that I don't find super appealing in terms of, oh, I'm going to get a bunch of cars that are actually going to be good for multiplayer or to be more competitive. As I always say, most cars are balanced in a way that they're going to be competitive either way. But if you're looking for an edge, I don't think this is it. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's talk about the cups that I was mentioning early on. And that has to do with a couple of time-limited events that started in events. Here we go. And we got these two. The Perfect Cup that at the time that I'm recording this, and even by the time that it releases, there's still a day and some hours left for you to do it. And there's also the Indian Summer Cup. Now, why have I not covered these events? Well, I was just waiting to see what was going to be the deal with them, and now that the Indian Summer Cup released some days ago, I can see indeed where this is going, and that's why I was saying that I'm not super excited about this. Now I guess I'm gonna tell you this bit of the story as to how I experienced it when I started looking at it. I saw these cups and I'm like, okay, let's have a look at the cup. All right, so what are the rewards over here? Some regular rewards, sure, whatnot. Over here, some boosters, some kits, some parts, kind of random, a little bit of VIP points. Oh, at 10% you can get 500,000 fusion coins. That's actually not bad. That's pretty decent. All right, and it's 10%, so that should allow a bunch of people to get it. Fantastic, this is gonna be great. Okay, what are the cars featured over here? Okay, we got the Savage Rival, the GTR, or as I like to call it, the Sauvage Rivali, just because, you know, I'm silly like that. It also has the Felino CV7, Resvani Beast-X, Jaguar F-Type SVR, Savage Rival Road Yacht, and that's it, right? Those are the cars featured over here. And I'm like, okay, you know what? It's a peculiar selection of cars. I don't mind. The cup seems alright. Okay, sure, fair enough. How about we look at the Indian Summer Cup? Oh, look at that. You can get a decal for the Husaria. You can get some tokens. You can get some... Oh, even some direct upgrades, some tokens, fusion coins, oh, a decal, and at 5%, I'm not even sure what you get over there, because, again, this is how I saw it when I started looking at them. I'm like, what are the cars featured? The Brabham, and the Tri-Nemesis, and the Arenera Husaria. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Very strange combination, given that the Arenera Husaria is literally a C-Class car, but okay, whatever. Okay, I see how this is. All right, seems that these events are at least a little bit different. They're not too bad. But then I decided to have a look at these same events in my beginner account. And what did I find when I looked at it? Well, the rewards are the same, right? No change over there. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, acquire vehicle. Wait. Okay, so I need to get this vehicle. Oh, that one too. Oh, I see what this is about. There's not a single free try of any vehicle in this event. And when I look at the Indian Summer Cup, by the way, we still have that the 5% reward is the same thing. I think that's a terrible reward for 5%, but it's the same thing. If you look at the vehicles featured over here, oh, guess what? You actually need to get these cars. You cannot participate in this event if you don't own any of the cars, and that is the part that annoys me, because I don't know if you remember, but a couple of weeks ago, some weeks ago, we got the event of Friends, what is it called? Friends or Foes Cup, where there were also a selection of 4 cars, and much like this, you could only participate if you owned the cars. Now, let's not mince words over here. it's obvious what they're doing. They're creating this event in order for them or in order to try to get you to spend money in buying the cars. For example, over here, you can see that they're offering these cars. Or you can buy the Brabham and the Arena Husaria for, this is about $30 US, obviously in my local currency, but you get the idea. Or you can get the Tri-Nemesis and the Arenera again for $30. Oh my god. Or what about... oh, you can get all three for, how much is this? Like $50. You could just buy this car directly. But also for the perfect cup. Oh, they're also selling this for, what is this? Like $15 or something like that. So again, you see how they're making this whole thing to be about buying the cars that are featured in these events. Now, obviously, from a free-to-play player perspective, this is a terrible thing, right? Because, oh my god, they don't even allow us to get any rewards because we cannot even participate in this. And I will agree to that 100%. This is pretty bad. But, honestly, it's kind of bad even for the premium players because... Let me try to explain this in a way that doesn't sound like, oh my god, such a first world problem. Switching back to my main account, where I do own these vehicles and all that, I look at these cups and I'm like, well, the rewards, okay, I can get some rewards, okay, that is fine. But this is because I am a collectionist in the game, right? I own as many vehicles as I have managed to get during all this time that I've been playing this game for as many years as I have. And yeah, I own all of these vehicles, but even then these cups don't look particularly exciting to me because there's, I mean, yeah, some currencies and whatnot. Now, never mind the fact that I have a bunch of currencies, and I know that not everybody's like me. Some people are, even though they may have a big garage, they're still struggling for the currencies. But overall, I still don't think that this is an amazingly exciting cup. But then there is another camp of people. Again, going back to my beginner account. The type of people where like, ooh, I actually, maybe I should acquire this car in one of the offers. Maybe I'll buy this one for, what is this, $30 so that I can get the Brabham BT62 and then I can participate on the, oh wait, no, but I will own the car, but I still need to upgrade the car because I have it at stock. So then I'm gonna have to spend a whole bunch of currencies or money to buy currencies in order to upgrade it. And once I finally own the car, I upgraded the car and I have it, I'm like, okay, now I can participate in this event. Oh wait, these rewards are not even worth it. You see what I'm saying? It is a bit of a weird thing to me. I don't see who, other than the ultimate collectionists, benefit from this. Like, I don't see the upside to these events. I know, like I said, I understand that the whole point is to try to get people to spend money into buying these cars, and that is fair enough. This is a business, right? It's a game, but it is a business. The game needs to continue making money in order to keep up the servers and everything so that we can continue playing this game. So I'm not hating it because, oh, it's a premium thing. What I'm not liking is the fact that these cups overall don't seem to offer any value for anybody. Honestly, what I would do if I was Gameloft, and Gameloft, if you ever watch this, please consider this. What I would do is make it so that there are free tries in this event. And on the free tries, thanks to the free tries of lower ranked classes, again, like the, well, it's kind of weird because over here, oh no, yeah, it does show. No, okay, no. Give me a second, it was this one. It's kind of weird that in this cup, it only shows me these two options. But when I switch to my main account, it actually shows me the third option, which is the Arenera Husaria. That just seems like a very strange thing, but okay, whatever. My idea is that precisely they give a free try of the lower ranked cars at Pro'd Out Car, free try. And in that way, people would still be able to make some progress into this, maybe get into the 90, 75, 50%, and maybe they want to change the rewards a little bit because these are relatively decent rewards, though I don't know, maybe they should just keep them, I don't know. But yeah, make it in a way that it's sustainable. Like, okay, we're giving away a bunch of free stuff with a free try of a car, but now if people really want to go premium, then sure, go premium and get the other cars to get to the better rewards. But then make the rewards better. What am I supposed to do with 5 wildcards? No, I can't do anything now. Wait a second. Oh, wait up. Okay, I switched back. No, but legit, this is the 5% rewards. I thought that maybe this was a better reward, but no, it's not. It's still a terrible reward. Okay, so there's, I guess, suppose, yeah, you can get a couple of decals for the cars, so that's kind of cool because the decals are normally premium only, but still, I don't feel like this is really, what would I say? It's not enticing enough for players to want to go premium for that, you know? And I don't know, I just don't feel these cups are it. I feel like these are not good things to get people interested. But alright, just so that we don't end up with the ultimate yapping over here, let me go ahead and do these cups and see what I can get just in a couple of runs each. Now, these are not gonna be great runs or anything. Instead, let's just do it and see what I get. But just like I said, there's not even anything that I'm particularly excited to get about on these cups. I went with the Savage Rival GTR or whatever this thing is called because that's the highest ranked car in this event. So yes, but yeah, I don't know. I think that would be a way to make this a little bit more interesting. Still allow people to play for free with a free try of a lower ranked car so that they can at the very least get to the lower, let's say the lower tier rewards, right? Some rewards, they don't need to be amazing reward, but give something. Give people something, you know, for the sake of, hey, there's some cups you want to participate in. Hey, you can get a tiny bit of rewards. If you want to get better rewards, then sure, you do need to actually own these cars, get them somehow, upgrade them, and all of that stuff. But as it stands, I just don't find these events very, very interesting, and I do believe that they're gonna end up being counterproductive because as a player, if I was a newer player and I see these cups and I just cannot participate because I don't own the cars, that's probably not gonna push me into buying the cars. Because once again, looking even at the rewards, I'm like, God, Jesus. Now, if they, for example, made it so that, oh, for the higher percentage, you get a bunch of direct upgrades for class, in this case, class S, which is the higher one. Well, that would kind of balance out the fact that I just spent a bunch of currency upgrading the car. You know what I mean? And in that way, at least I will be like, okay, that is at least somewhat worth it, but not even that. All right, let's see where that put me. I'm gonna guess that put me at, oh, it's exclusive, so only owners can do this. But it does have quite a selection of cars. I'm gonna say that put me at 10%? 5%. Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, all right. In this case, it was a little bit easier, even though it wasn't an amazing race, simply because chances are, given that there's so many cars featured in this event, people are gonna probably have some of these cars, maybe, hopefully, but not a lot are gonna own the quote-unquote better ones. So yeah, there's that. I didn't do this one of drift. It's fine. Let's see what I do in the Indian Cup, Summer Cup, or whatever. Now this is an interesting one. What track is it? It is Azure. Okay, no, I'm gonna go for the Tri Nemesis because the Brabham doesn't have good nitro, and this thing might drift better with a higher top speed. Let's try it. So I am curious. Why don't you let me know in the comments of these two cups? Tell me which one are you able to participate in, whether it's both, I can participate in this one, or I can participate in neither because I don't have any of the cars. I'm just really curious to see what is your guys' state, because this is something that I'm not blind to. The fact that, again, because I've been playing this game for so very long, and I am a collectionist, and now I have so many cars and all this stuff, right? To me, at this point, it's a little bit harder for me to judge how easy or difficult are some of these cars to acquire in general through regular progression in the game. Like, oh yeah, I got this car 6 months ago because blah blah, I don't know. So yeah, let me know how exclusive do these events look for you. I imagine that this one in particular, it's the hardest one because again, only these two S-Class cars, which are, well, the Tri Nemesis you can get in the multiplayer shop, but the Brabham, it's very exclusive, I believe. So yeah, I don't imagine that necessarily a ton of people are gonna have all the cars or the higher tier cars in order to participate. Maybe you do have the Arenera Husaria, but hey, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just curious to hear what you guys, how exclusive or how many of these cups you can do and to which degree. Yeah, again, I'm just really curious because I have my thoughts on this whole thing, but I don't know, maybe I'm misjudging it. But alright, that's another one. I got one, a 110 or something. I don't think I'll get 5% this time around. Let's say 8%. Maybe, no. 8. Let's go for 7%. Maybe I'm on 7%. I don't know. Definitely I'm not gonna hit 5. And I got 16. Holy smokes. Yeah, that was not a great run. But like I said, oh, you know what? I just realized this is not meant to be normally fusion coins. This is supposed to be the decal for the Brabham, but because I own it, it changes for this. Yeah. All right. If you want to get a hard opinion on this video, the key phrase is going to be, these events, instead of bringing people in, are probably going to make people less interested. First person to post it gets a hard opinion on how this whole thing works. Again, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and all of that, and do let me know in the comments if you're able to participate and what are your thoughts on this cup. So that's all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.